Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. It feels wonderful to connect with the Akanksha family again. I wish I could be there in person to sit with you and have a real conversation, but I'm still grateful for this chance to share a little about where life has taken me because a big part of who I am today began at KCT and Akanksha. When I think back to school, it's not the marks or exams I remember, it's the feeling of safety. For me, school, especially with my teachers, was a place where I felt seen, cared for, and understood. That sense of belonging shaped me in ways no textbook could. After school, I prepared for IIT, but eventually chose to study physics at Azim Premji University in Bangalore, expecting a straightforward academic path. But the campus, surrounded by scrub forests and fields, had other plans. I was more drawn to what was happening outside the classroom than inside, wandering through forests, watching birds, photographing insects at night. Slowly, the natural world took hold of my curiosity. Volunteering with environmental groups and meeting researchers opened my eyes to a whole new field I didn't even know existed: wildlife science and conservation. Even though it felt uncertain and risky, I knew I had to follow this pull. That journey hasn't been easy. Conservation is often seen as a field for the privileged. I had, I had to support myself through teaching jobs while gaining field experience, sometimes doubting if I should take a safer path. But every time I was in the field searching for turtles on the coast, tracking tigers, or listening to indigenous communities, I felt certain this is where I was meant to be. That clarity led me to pursue a master's in wildlife biology and conservation from NCBS Bangalore. Since then, I've worked with NGOs and forest departments in Tadoba and Melghat tiger reserves. So when I think of this idea of going from good to great, being good was about doing what was expected, studying, getting a degree, seeking stability. But great meant asking, what kind of life do I want to live? How can my work matter to me and to others? In my field, greatness isn't about titles or recognition. It's about purpose, turning research into real conservation impact, designing solutions that support both wildlife and local communities, and contributing to policy changes that last. And it all began with the safe space Akanksha gave me, a space that helped me believe I could choose an unconventional path. That's why I believe schools can go from good to great by widening horizons, giving students early exposure to fields like conservation, journalism, or civil services. Because when young people are unafraid to ask big questions and step into the unknown, that's where real change begins. In my case, it wasn't the marks or degrees that defined me, it was the pull of the wild, the choice to follow it, and the foundation of empathy and courage I first found in school. Thank you.